oldest form of written record that we have.
The internet is blowing up about an AI decoding a mysterious tablet found at the world's oldest temple.
On January 27th, experts updated just how close they think we are to catastrophe.
The Doomsday Clock has moved to 85 seconds until midnight.
The Doomsday Clock.
The Doomsday Clock.
Alright, so let's pause for a second. The Doomsday Clock.
It is now 85 seconds left on the Doomsday Clock before the world ends.
Have y'all seen these updates about the Leviathan? I don't know where I have been hiding.
Now, let me start by saying this. I don't think the world is ending tomorrow. I don't think there's a monster under the ocean waiting to rise. And I don't think Judgment Day is scheduled on Google Calendar. But I do think something is ending. And if you've been online recently, you can feel it. Every other scroll, people are talking about Doomsday, Judgment Day, collapse, the fall of America, fall of the system, something big coming. Shit, even Daily Mail Australia posted a little video saying Doomsday Clock ticks forward, moving humanity closer to annihilation. And that's what's interesting about it. These things aren't just coming from conspiracy corners anymore. It's mainstream on TikTok. It's in casual tweets. And it's jokes that don't really feel like jokes. People aren't saying the world is ending because they believe in fire raining from the sky. They're saying it because nothing feels stable anymore. And when stability disappears, humans don't just panic. They start telling stories. What you're feeling isn't paranoia. It's tension. It's the feeling you get when the rules you grew up believing in slowly stop working all at once. Jobs don't feel secure, money doesn't guarantee safety, education doesn't guarantee anything, politics feel theoretical instead of functional, and when the ground underneath you keeps shifting, your brain starts scanning for explanations. Not answers, explanations.
I can't be the only one that's confused. Like, you would think 85 seconds means 85 seconds. But no, newsflash, it doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't translate to days, months, or even years. And scientists are saying that the world's gonna end because of humans. Like, bro, is the sky blue? Tell us something we don't know.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30.
What actually happens when that clock strikes midnight? If it gets to the end, they go, boom, midnight. What happens? Does the world implode? Do zombies rise from the ground? Does the sun fall out of the sky? What actually happens? Who are these people? How have they calculated what the Doomsday Clock is? What actually happens when it hits midnight?
Greetings, Bill and I here at the announcement by the atomic scientists of the setting of the Doomsday Clock. They are keeping it at 90 seconds to midnight. This is the closest it's ever been to doomsday. If you like to worry about things, you're living at a great time. How about the exchange of nuclear weapons between continents? How about biological weapons? It's sickening everyone on Earth. How about climate change? This is all bad. And that's why the scientists have put the minute hand so close to midnight, to doomsday. But people, we can solve these problems. We can change the world, and we can move the minute hand back down here.
That's where doomsday comes in. It's not a prediction, it's a feeling trying to speak. When I hear people online say doomsday, they're not talking about one thing. Some people mean biblical judgment day, divine punishment, apocalypse imagery. Others mean economic collapse, government failure, social breakdown, civil unrest. And I feel like there's a lot of people that don't even know what they mean. They just know something feels off. Historically, this starts happening every time systems start cracking. People don't wake up and say, ah, yes, late stage capitalism is destabilizing institutional trust. They say, this feels cursed. Something bad is coming. None of this shit feels real anymore. Doomsday isn't about death. A lot of the time, it's about the death of the way things used to work. Humans have translated fear into a metaphor. In the past, it was plagues, gods, floods, and prophecies. Now it's timelines, algorithms, and collapsed discourse. Different era, same psychology. When people lose faith in institutions, they don't suddenly become stupid. They become symbolic. Doomsday is a shortcut word for I don't trust this anymore, and I don't know what to replace it with.
I don't know if this is like a relatable experience, bro, but I've been feeling so like detached from reality that some like shit happened to me the other day, and my reaction in my head was like, damn, if that happened to me. And then I realized, wait a minute, that shit did happen to me. What the fuck? And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? It felt like I was literally just watching what was happening through a screen, bro. I was like I was watching, but my eyes were like glazed over, bro. I was just not even there. It's actually crazy. I keep seeing shit about like world events, and I'm like, yo, like this shit just makes no sense, like how crazy shit still happens in the world to this day, and it just makes me feel like, bro, none of this is real. It's a crazy feeling, bro.
I hope this finds the right side of TikTok, but does life feel weird to anybody else? Like, whatever your situation may be, if you're in America, not in America, believe in God, don't believe in God, work a corporate job, work from home, unemployed, like whatever your situation may be, wherever you're located in the world, does life feel weird to you?
Does anybody else feel like life lately has been an absolute game simulation? Like everything that's happening, everything that's going on, everything that you're dealing with, the stresses in your life, the issues that come up, the people that come in and out of your life, the pain that you're processing, everything. Like from the second you wake up to the second you go to sleep, it's just like life's not real. It's a simulation, and it feels like it's just flying by, and I'm a spectator in my own life, and these things aren't really happening to me. It's a crazy feeling.
Now let's talk about this Leviathan shit, but as a symbol. The Leviathan is an ancient biblical sea monster, chaos, uncontrollable power, something buried deep that humans cannot defeat. And when you see people online saying they froze the Leviathan, it's under Antarctica, this is the Leviathan right here on the map, all this is fake snow, that's not biology, that's mythology making its comeback. Because when the world feels too big, too broken, and too complex, humans compress chaos into something they can picture. A monster is easier to understand than climate collapse, nuclear escalation, ecological destruction, and institutional decay. I genuinely don't believe the world ends because something rises from the ocean. If I'm wrong, I have no words, bro. I guess we're done. But if the world ends, it's because humans destroyed themselves. And deep down, I think most people know that.
Yeah, but we need to count our days, as the US has now found an angry, violent creature the size of our entire continent emerging from our waters, and our end times now officially has a date. Many are horrified after a world-ending biblical Leviathan, and its head is right by Venezuela, and it is not only rising and will be fully woken up in just days, but what the US has done will end us all.
The snow looks weird. I know this is gonna sound crazy. I may be a conspiracy theorist, but this one, I even asked my sister, and she said that it looked weird too. It doesn't look real. I've been alive 27 years. I have never seen snow like this in my life. Like, it doesn't even feel real, guys. Like, is it the government controlling the weather? I don't care. I think they're trying to cool us all down so Levi doesn't wake up. If you know, you know.
They knew the solar blast was going to come. Just like they could detect a snowstorm a week before it comes, they can detect energy blasts and energy pulses from the sun. Just like they could detect when meteors are coming to the earth in order to prepare for that. They had the same technology when they saw that energy pulse was coming, which is what that solar storm was. A large energy shock wave that was sent to Earth, and it was some of the most radiation we've seen in decades. Radiation is energy. Since radiation is energy, it impacts things that use energy, plants, animals, and beings that we don't even know of that exist.
One of the smartest comments I've seen recently, and I swear I hope I can find it when I'm editing this video. The world isn't ending, the system is. Holy fucking shit. He spat. That hits harder than any prophecy, because systems, banks, governments, economies, media, they're supposed to be invisible. They're supposed to feel permanent. And when they stop working, people don't know how to process it. So instead of saying the system no longer serves us, people say this feels like the end of the fucking world. That's not stupidity. That's lack of language for collapse. Most people were not taught how systems fail. They were just told and taught that's how things are. So now when the cracks show, the brain reaches for dramatic language, not because it's irrational, but because it's the closest thing available. Now let's address something important without spiraling. TikTok isn't magic. It doesn't control reality, but it does control attention. Governments don't need to censor everything anymore. They just need to downrank, distract, and overwhelm. Whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, platforms prioritize what keeps you scrolling, not what keeps you informed. So when people say they're suppressing the real stuff and feeding us slop, that doesn't mean there's some secret council picking out videos one by one. It means outrage, drama, food, chaos, and spectacle perform better than context and nuance. And that's not a conspiracy, that's capitalism. Attention is the most valuable resource right now. Whoever controls it doesn't need your agreement, just your time. And the scariest part, distraction feels like relief. This is where things connect. While people are anxious about ICE raids, protests, climate, AI draining resources, war escalation, what dominates the timelines, relationship drama, streamer beef, parasocial nonsense, gluttony, and viral food trends. It's not that these things are evil on their own, some of them are, but it's that they keep your nervous system busy, so you don't sit with discomfort long enough to question things. Distraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's entertaining, sometimes it's cheesecake in a bowl. Sedation doesn't knock you out. It keeps you calm enough to resist. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Myths feel human, data feels cold, a monster is emotional, a spreadsheet isn't. So when people lean into ancient texts, portals, hidden knowledge, they're not rejecting reality, they're rejecting powerlessness. Myths give people meaning, narrative, a villain. And right now, people are desperate as hell for a story that explains why life feels so unbearable right now. And I would just love to say, myths don't mean you're stupid. Believing in them don't mean you're stupid. It just means you're searching.
Why does everything feel so weird? Ever since 2026, I wake up, I feel weird. I take a shower, I feel weird. I drive to work in the dark, alone, I feel weird. I'm at work, things feel off, I feel weird. I eat lunch. I try to focus on like checking out the news or my computer and I just feel uneasy. I can't settle in, so to speak. Everything just feels weird. I talk to coworkers, it feels weird. My weekends, I feel weird. I have a hard time falling asleep. I have a hard time waking up. And I don't know what the hell's going on. Is it just me? Does anybody else this year just feel weird? I can't even describe it. I just feel weird. Nothing feels normal anymore. Life doesn't feel normal. Going to the store don't feel normal. Going to work don't feel normal. Watching a movie with your family don't feel normal. Am I normal? Are you normal? What the hell's going on? Everything just feels awkward and just weird. I don't get it.
So no, I don't think doomsday is tomorrow, but I do think we're at a moment where attention matters, awareness matters. What you choose to engage with matters. I don't think the world ends with fire and monsters. It ends quietly when people stop paying attention. And the fact that people feel like something is wrong, that's not madness. That's awareness knocking. You don't need to panic. You don't need to believe everything online. I hope you guys don't. If you made it this far in the video, man, let me know if you believe in this doomsday shit or not, man, because I really don't know. I don't think it's all real. We've had many times like this in the past where people said the world was ending with there's many moments, man. I'm not even gonna go down the line. But you do need to ask, why does distraction feel safer than reality? Because that question alone means you're still awake. Other than that, man, that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, man. We so close to 2,000 subscribers, bro. Shouts out to all the new members to the community. Other than that, man, shit, stay woke. Deuces.